Yes, sir, CJ.
It's really exciting to have you. Kind of was thinking back to our first call recently, and I remember you hopped on and you were working a plumbing job full time, right? $50
Yes,
an
sir.
hour. And you just had a lot of energy and you were just very adamant that this was going to work. Everybody says that in the beginning, but you were very adamant that this was going to work. And now, crazy,
Yeah.
like 10 months later, right?
Yeah, I'm going on month 10 now.
Going on month 10 and you're coming off a $20,000 a month. You're not even a year in. Let's talk about a little bit, talk about when you first started. Probably crazy to look back on, but
Yeah, back in July. And I wish I remembered how I even had these thoughts, especially how I'm sure I saw one of your videos, clicked on the link, did the whole thing. But I do remember this one thing. Your guys were quick to respond. I think I watched the video, whatever, and that night it was like, bam, call. I was like, I remember I went to my room, I'm like, holy crap, what am I gonna say? Like, do I really want to do this? And I was like, you know what? We're gonna do it, we're gonna do it now. And so glad I did.
mm,
Um, but I remember growing an account with my girl
I
um
remember that. Yeah.
to 1K, and we got to like 1K in like 3 days, and we got accepted. You can only post like 5 videos a day or a week. And so I was doing that for like a couple weeks until I saw you,
This was
and then I
before.
grew that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I grew the account to 5K, and that's what I started with until I got my account. But really, just the motivation came from wanting a better life for myself, my
Mm,
future self, my girl that I'm getting married
mm.
to in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's
Crazy.
insane, but
Congratulations.
and I mean, I told you guys, I told everybody on the call. Every time I got on the call, I was like, I want a better life for my future self, for us, our kids, and
Well,
not
these are
kids
the
yet.
exact words you were saying on the first time
It,
we talked 10 months ago.
yeah, and it's just crazy because every time I wanted, that's what I wanted, and now I'm like living it. So,
You
um,
are.
and in this space is crazy because it's never going to end. Like you're always going to want more, always want to keep going. Um, but yeah. So anyway, got on with you, got another account.
Yeah, let's talk about like the first couple of months, I guess, because obviously
Yeah,
now you're at a spot a lot of people would love to get, but it was not easy.
yeah. I was looking at my earnings a little bit ago. The first month was like $200, which looking back on it now, I'm like, dang, that's
Not bad.
like decent. Like for first month, shoot, that's pretty good. And then month two was like 500, I think. And then month three, Q4, prime Q4, and everybody's ripping. And I made $78. I almost quit.
I love these stories.
And I almost quit. I I remember it's like, all right, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in my life. And my grandmother has a pallet company. So I was like, okay, maybe I can take over that because she's looking to either sell or do whatever with it. I was like, okay. My fiance's parents have a P&C store. I was like, okay, maybe I can figure out like a management job or something. I don't know. And then and then my uncle called me one day and said he had like online management, I don't know, some kind of for sales or something for his business. So I was like, okay. And I was texting him back, like I was like, okay, maybe I should do this. I texted him like 3 times. He didn't respond. That next weekend, I started doing live streams. I hit like $100 a day. My
Hmm.
first $100 a day, I was like, all right, this is it. I'm going all in. So and during that as well, I had like 4 different options. The other option I didn't mention was starting my own plumbing company with my buddy.
Hmm.
And literally, I that week I almost went and made an LLC,
Wow.
and so glad I did not. But it's just crazy because I think about it all the time. Like, what if this would have happened? What if I would have took the management job? What if I would have started the LLC? Where would I be at today?
Mm,
I'm sure I'd be fine,
mm.
but it's just crazy to think
Probably
about.
wouldn't have hit
You
a
know?
20K month last month.
No, no, exactly.
Well, talk about like what was going through your head those, because there were plenty of people, even in our group that were starting at similar times as you, and you know how it is. Some people, they were having really quick success, hitting massive months early, and you weren't. What was that like? Was there a lot of comparison? Was it like, oh my God, it's possible? Or was it like, this is not for me?
Yeah, I think my mindset is completely different now than it was then, of course. But
It is. I see it, by the way.
you know,
It
it's
is.
weird. Like I still, even though we hit these numbers, like you see these guys hit these numbers, Sam, huge motivation, he's great. Um, but it's like a battle every single day. No matter how much money you see coming in, it's still a battle. Like it's just I
Mhm.
made a personal brand video on this. Like you gotta love the game. And if you don't love it, you're gonna quit. And unfortunately a lot of people don't love it. So they quit. They
Yeah.
think it's gonna be easy and it's not easy.
Mm-mm.
I remember going into it like I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but I didn't think it was gonna be that hard. Um and the
It's
game has changed
hard.
so much since then. Like I feel like since I even 9 months ago, TikTok was so different.
Hmm.
Um, and like I said, I'm not going to get into all that because I don't know anything. Like nobody really knows, right?
Yeah.
There's all these conspiracies and stuff, but I'm just, I don't know. Like I remember seeing these people and knowing that, like, if they're doing it, I can do it. They're human. I'm human. Why couldn't I do it? So I think that was my motivation as well.
So
And
it started picking up at lives for you.
yeah, yeah.
And then what happened?
So I remember for some reason I was doing some live streams, hit like $100 day or something. And then I quit again. Like I quit going live because it slowed down. I went like a 2 week stretch where I was every day was over $100, and for me that was like serious money then. Um, and then it just went downhill. So I quit going live, and I was doing CISA at the time. If you guys do live streams, you know. Um, and they sent me their blower. I was doing the power washer. They sent me their blower. So I went live again. That that Saturday that I started their first stream, I hit a $300 day. And I was like, holy crap. Okay. So, and then I went on an insane run. I think that was, I guess that would be December, 7K month. I think November was, like 4K. Um, but yeah, I went on like an insane run with live streams, and this is crazy. January 1st, I hit a 1K day,
Mm.
and I was like,
Was it
okay, I'm gonna
live?
quit my job. Yeah, yeah, I was like 7 hours on live, which is still insane. But I'll say this again. I remember talking about this on the call the other day. When I was doing live streams, I didn't have a life outside of work because I'd go to plumbing job. Some days I would go live before I went to my job, like
Hmm.
3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, go to my job, come home at like 4:35, take a
Mm.
shower, hop on a live for 3, 4 hours. I, it was bad.
Was motivation a factor in this? Like most people just wouldn't be willing to. How did you do that?
I don't know, but I have to give a lot of thanks to my fiance because I can't even imagine if she was like, yeah, you can't come see me tonight, or no, I can't come over tonight. Like that was me every single day. And
Mm.
I went from seeing her every single, like that's a lot of people, that's something that a lot of people don't talk about or something they don't see. Nobody knows what, if people
Yeah.
see us making this kind of money and they're like, that's all they do. No, like we have a life outside of a computer
Mm.
and a phone. So I'm really
Mm.
thankful for that. But yeah, there was obviously motivation there. Um,
What made you do that though? Like, was it just like you picturing, the life that you really wanted, or like because there's no way every morning, because I remember seeing you going live at like ridiculous hours. You
yeah,
obviously
yeah,
were exhausted. You're working full time.
yeah, it was bad. But my motivation was, would I rather be doing this or would I be rather get in the truck and going to, my job?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd rather be doing this, so I need to work my butt off now to be able to quit. And
Mm.
I hit that 1K day, and I was like, all right, this is it. And it went downhill ever since then. That whole month of January, I don't remember what I hit, but it was like a 3, 4K month or something, which is still crazy. Um,
Mm.
at that time. And
But
it was
after
like,
hitting a 1K day, that's not a
yeah, it was
lot.
like 1K, 300, 300, 200, 100. I was like, oh crap. Good thing I didn't quit my job. So I had to reset a little bit. I was like, oh God. And then January, February, I was going back and forth on what I wanted to do. I didn't really know. And meanwhile, all of this through live streams, I was putting out crap videos, like random skits. Like I didn't know what I was doing. Um, Random talking videos, like just bad videos, bottom of funnel, like all kinds of stuff.
Mm.
Not really putting any effort in because I didn't have the time to put any effort into videos, even though I knew that videos is what I wanted to do because nobody, let's be real, nobody likes to sit on a live stream for
Yeah,
hours. I mean, even if, you're making good money, it still sucks.
it's draining.
Yeah, yeah. And so I knew that, and then UGC came along.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to you, like, as soon as that happened, I was like, okay. And this was, but I didn't even land a deal. I was like, yep, I'm quitting my job.
We got to talk about this, by the way, guys. This is not me trying to sell content economy. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. So, like, Bryson is now at the point where between retainers and UGC, correct me if I'm wrong, you can almost guarantee like 10K a month,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
right?
it's crazy. That's crazy to think
Okay.
about. Yeah,
Yeah. Like if you had to, you could do like 10 to 15K.
yeah,
That's crazy. Right?
insane.
So it's like, yeah, Bryson's been doing, in your 20K month, you did $7,000 off shop. That's really good. You have to be, and you're a good shop creator, but it's going to be up and down. The fact, your breakdown for this 20K month was 7K, 4,500 in
There's
UGC, and then
another.
like 7K in brand deals.
Yeah,
That's like 10K in deals,
yeah,
and
exactly.
there you can do more too.
Yeah,
So, I just think UGC, like any affiliate watching this, I'm not saying if you want to do it with us, you can do it with us. But if you're going to do it on your own, do it on your own. Like if you're not landing UGC deals and retainers, and I'm not saying like $300 for 30 videos, like talk a little bit about, I guess, the breakdown of your deals and like what they look like.
yeah. So when I first started UGC, I picked up a deal for 750, 30 videos cross posted, TikTok, Instagram.
And this is
Yeah.
not TikTok shop retainers. This is off platform,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice. You're not, it's
Yeah.
not like account violations, etc.
Yep. It was completely new to me, and I did pretty decent actually. Like my Instagram account did pretty good, and I'm still using that account today. So like if you put effort into it, it can be a lasting thing.
Yeah, you
Met
went
a
pretty
bunch
viral.
of good people, and there's so many connections through UGC. I mean, there's so many opportunities. It really is
Yeah.
unreal. You can't even keep up with it.
Yeah.
Like I took on, I think, two UGC deals when I first quit, like right after I quit. But I had no plan. Like I had no idea. Like with TikTok, I wasn't making any money with TikTok. Like maybe 1 to 2K a month. Like maybe. And by the way, when I quit, I was still doing live streams.
Mm.
So I would wake up, do 2 hours of live streams, film videos, UGC, all of that, go to the gym, whatever I had to do. And I was like, this is way too much. Because in that time, I was trying to find a new live product. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to quit lives. So I did. And I was like, if I can use UGC, make at least 2K, 2K. That's what I would have made at, the plumbing job. Perfect. Well, there's no reason I couldn't do that. So I did that, and it just kept piling and piling. I was like, I kept seeing the money. I was like, this is unreal. So at one point, I had like 7 brand deals or 7 UGC deals plus
Wow.
I don't even know how many TikTok shop retainers.
Wow.
Because I had a viral video. I think it was at the end of February when I right after I quit, had like a 13 million view video. Did a couple grand as a skit, didn't convert very well, whatever. But
But now you're
still,
getting inbound.
yeah, exactly. Yes, it paid way more than what that commission showed. Exactly. I
Yeah,
didn't even
yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah.
that, but yes, exactly right. Because even if that video paid me, 3K, I've landed,
Tens of
I don't even
thousands
know
of
how many
dollars.
deals. Yeah,
Yeah.
off that one video. And I've done well for these brands since then. So it's been a lasting thing since. Um,
You could have, imagine you didn't have the skill of landing deals. You would still be in that spot where you're like, okay, I did 7K this last month, but like, holy shit, this month is slow. What do I do? You know what I mean? It's so many crazy, you're just leaving so much money on the table. It's
yeah,
crazy. And it's
yeah,
like, you're a grinder, obviously. Some people watching this, they're not grinders. So even if they had the information, they wouldn't be. There's plenty of people who have the information, they don't take the deals. But if you're like Bryson and you're willing to work your butt off, there's so much money. It's crazy.
yeah. I really couldn't keep up, and I was working all day long, and I'm trying to cut back now, because I got some stuff going on. These next couple months, get married and everything. But I mean, it was an all day job. I mean, I got 3 phones now. But yeah, but I think management is a big thing with UGC, and just trying to figure out,
Just staying
land the
organized.
higher deals. But again, how do you know how to land higher deals if you don't learn? Like we've learned
Yeah.
all of this through the community, and I'm just so thankful that we merged, because it was life changing for me. And whether I don't make another dime on TikTok or not, I know I
You can
can.
guarantee you make money every single month.
I mean, I know I can make at least 2 to 10K every single month, no matter what. Like, really, I can decide how much I make. I know this
Isn't
month's gonna be
that
slower.
crazy?
It's insane. I know this month's gonna be slower, and I say slower. I mean, I just landed another $3,000 deal, and I wasn't even trying. I just sent one text, and that's not including the other. I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about that. It's just crazy. I mean, I
Yeah.
think I think I added it up yesterday, and it was like 5K just in TikTok Shop retainers.
Yeah.
Just started. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I think that's a question a lot of people should ask themselves. Like, if you couldn't make another dollar off shop tomorrow morning, God forbid something happens, could you wake up and next month know how to make 5 to 10K? And the answer
Yeah,
for most people is no.
exactly. I'll be fully transparent. This is my worst week on shop in months, and it's like that's fine. Like you're good.
That's a
I'm
good
just
feeling
looking
to have.
forward to the future, and like I don't know. I'm just trying to better myself with TikTok Shop, and make higher quality stuff, because these guys are killing it. I mean, these top
Mm.
affiliates are making good quality content, so you got to keep up. And I'm trying to keep up now, and I'm trying to better
Well,
myself.
I
And
mean, you are still already doing really well. There's obviously levels to it, but like, I guess we kind of got into deals a lot because that's kind of like that's a majority of your 20K is
yeah,
deals. You had
yeah,
13 of it, right? 12, 13 of it was through
yeah,
deals. So
yeah,
obviously we talked about that a lot and how now it's super consistent. So for anybody, we'll stop talking about that, but talk about shop a little bit, I guess. You know, you still did hit close to 10K last month on shop. Like,
yeah.
what are some things that maybe some misconceptions you had in the beginning, or things you wish you know? Like you go extremely viral. It's crazy. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said earlier, I'm kind of in a transition right now, trying to figure out what I want to do with shop. Um, but there's definitely a viral aspect that I found with shop, but it can be inconsistent. It's skits, clone, everybody's seen it. It's just now, how can I structure the video in order for it to actually convert better? And it is hard, because now we have 2 people I mean, we don't have the same vision. I can't speak into her mind.
Mhm.
She doesn't know what I'm thinking. So that really, like, nobody talks about that. Skits are not easy.
Mhm.
I mean, if you want them to actually convert and actually do good, they're not easy. You look at oh God, help me out here. Deal
Ty.
with Ty.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Skits.
Ethan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great skits, but it takes a lot of time, and he talks about it all the time. Like, he spends 6 to 8 hours a day doing his work. So it's definitely not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, meta glasses automatically views. So I figured that out and I kind of doubled down on that, especially because I was getting a bunch of brand deals for cologne. So
Yeah.
I just full sent it and it worked for that month. Now if it's going to work for this month, it hasn't so far. So, you know,
Well, one thing
always
you've done a really good job is like, a lot of creators will have the results that you have, but then capitalize off it the right way. So like you were mentioning before, you've had 12 million view videos, 14 million view videos. Like from those videos, say they don't convert that well, you make 3-4 grand or whatever. Still 3-4 grand from a video that took you like 5 minutes to make, which is crazy.
right.
And then also on the back end, you're now getting a ton of attention from brands. And since you know how to land brand deals, you're getting like 3K deal, 4K deal, so
Yeah,
you
it
are
definitely.
capitalizing off it more than you even realize.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely. It all funnels to. I mean, yeah, you can exactly like I said earlier. I had that viral video and it. I mean, a couple $1,000s, but the impact that that video had is insane.
Isn't it crazy
And
how like a couple $1,000, still a
and
couple
now
thousand?
it's like I've landed deals. I've landed single deals for a month that have made me more than that video alone, just
Yeah,
because I posted that video, which is crazy.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Um, I think one big thing for you that I've realized you take very serious is this. What would you say for somebody just starting? Like, how important is that?
I uh I don't have a big following on my personal brand account, but I do help some people and I don't remember his name, but I'm obviously wouldn't say it anyway, but he messaged me and was asking me about my success or whatever, and I was like, yeah, it's cool. Um and he was talking about how he was struggling and this and that, and I was like, before I said anything else, I was like, okay, how long have you been doing it? He said 3 months. I was like, dude, like you better wake up. You got a long road ahead of you because if I was worrying at 3 months, 3 months was $78 in a month.
In Q4 when everyone else is printing?
And yeah, exactly. And
It should be
so I was
year
like,
minimum, minimum.
yeah, exactly. And I went into this thing in a year.
Yeah,
So to see this kind of success before a year is pretty cool. And just like Hormozy says, if you do not quit, I mean, you're going to see success. And I've seen so many people, like you were saying earlier, inside of our group quit, and it's like, dang, like I
yeah.
actually like I thought he was better than me at that time, and he quit
Probably
before I
was.
did.
He probably was.
Yeah,
Hermosi and Chris Williamson have 4 maybe 5 now. It might be
yeah, I don't
5.
know.
I think it should be mandatory to watch. They're like 4 hours
Right?
long. You probably
Yeah,
watch all of them.
yeah,
Yeah, it should be like a non-negotiable in my opinion. And you should watch them over and over and over.
I literally rewatched one of them this morning at the gym because I was like,
Yeah.
it's so good. And I remember reaching out to you asking, hey, who can I watch? What can I watch? And that was the first 2, 3, 4 podcasts that I listened to.
Hmm.
And I mean, I wouldn't say it's life changing, but I mean, it really is good.
It's cool to see, like, I see you personally, I see you from the outside thinking differently about things, or like something hard will happen and you'll just be like, yeah, well, it is what it is, opposed to,
Yeah.
other people, the exact opposite. Woe is me, everyone's against me, etc.
Yeah. This space is not easy. But it really is mental. Like 90% of it is mental. As long as you get better every day with your videos, which I didn't for a long time. That's, who knows where I could be if I put a lot of effort in all these months. I'm still grateful for the journey because everything happened for a reason, number one. But yeah, I think mentally, like you got to be prepared for it. A lot of people come into this thing it's going to be easy, like I said, and it's definitely not.
Yeah.
Um, and even like I said, even now, it's still a battle every single day. Like it really, it's war. It's like let's
It
go.
was it was tougher when you started, in my opinion. Like just
Oh
have
yeah,
only shop commissions. Like now starting with UGC, like being able to make 3 to 5K, like crazy.
and I was just
Obviously.
about to say that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody that I talk to, I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Like I invested the money not knowing if I was going to make $1 off of TikTok.
Yeah.
You guys are investing your money in knowing
Hmm.
that you're going to make your money back in less than 2 months, easy,
Yeah.
no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, like, bro, 2 weeks, you will. I'm telling you, it's just ridiculous. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
And
guess it still should be like go into it, willing to do it for the next year, opposed to
yeah,
like the amount of people who are like, I'm like, what's your goal for the first month? They're like, I'd love to hit like 10K. And I'm like, what?
and yeah,
In what world?
but I know that's what was driven to me. Put in the work before you start worrying about anything. Even now, I don't. If I looked at my phone right now, I'd probably be very disappointed in my shop earnings. But it's all about what I'm putting in.
Yeah. And you looking at it's not going to change anything. What's
No,
going to change?
exactly.
What's going to change? What's going to change those numbers?
Yeah, exactly. What you actually put in.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of people got to realize too, is you're not going to see success if you're not putting in the work, putting in the time.
I think this is very good. I want to end with normally do this. I know you probably don't really think about numbers a ton because you're so focused on input, but it's May 7th. Over this next year, do you have a goal?
Dude, like I said earlier, I quit my job with no goal. I I just went all in, and I think that's kind of what it takes. I feel like if I would have thought about it any longer, I probably would have just been like, I don't know. Um, but yeah, my goal is, it definitely goes further than money. Like I just want to. I feel like I'm at a point now where money isn't really a thing I have to, work on because like these deals, it really is UGC, man. I don't mean to say that just to sell any, like seriously. I mean I don't have to worry about it. And like I was saying earlier, I didn't
That's
really
so
say it.
cool.
I didn't really touch on it, but I can decide how much I want to make. Like truly. And I cut down a little bit this month, but I don't know. To answer your question, I don't really have a goal. Like I just want to be happily married, um, and continue to grow. Like I just want to grow. I want to get better with videos. That's one of my goals. I want to prepare very well for this quarter 4. Like I want to take full advantage of it. I don't want to be that person sitting like, dang, how are these people doing it? Like I know it's clear as day, good quality content. So that's what I'm going to work on. Um, and I'm going to work on trying to balance everything. Because that's one thing people don't talk about is how to balance UGC, TikTok Shop, retainers. Like it's a lot. Usage rights.
It's a
Um,
job. It is a full-time job.
yeah, and I'm always on my phone, always on my computer, always doing something. If I'm not doing something, it feels like I'm wasting time. So trying to figure out, how to enjoy life a little bit and yeah, just have balance, I guess.
That's a dope goal. I think it's very cool. Well, I'm very proud of you, dude. Kind of knew this was going to happen. It was just a matter of time, and it's very cool to see. Um, I'll put your socials below so they can follow you in your journey. Bryson also documents on his personal, like, have you done it since the beginning?
It wasn't since the beginning. I can't remember
It's pretty early, right?
exactly, but it was in Q4 when I was struggling. I
Oh,
remember I forgot to
good.
touch on this. Like I remember being in the truck seeing $13, like, it was a better day yesterday.
I love it.
Like, bro.
Well, yeah, I'll put his socials down there. You guys can follow him. Put his TikTok in. Scroll back to when he was making that, and I
Yeah,
think it'll give some perspective.
so many
Um,
in there.
yeah, we'll also put an application down there. Content economy. By the way, we merged communities, so now it is UGC and Shop. So if you guys want to apply, but Bryson, thank you, dude. This was sick. I'm very excited for the future. I don't know. Very, very sick. Very
It's
cool.
crazy.
I'm having like nostalgia to our first call
I
right now.
know, dude. It really is crazy. I remember sitting right here on the call with you guys. I
That's
don't
so
know.
sick. Well, I'm proud of you, man. Again, I'll put his stuff down below. You guys follow him. And good luck, everyone. Keep grinding.
Yeah, man. Thank you, CJ.
Yep. Peace out.